There can now be no doubt.
There is no doubt. No doubt. I am back with another CataTide. Welcome back. Welcome.
Until their schemes are foiled by Sigma.
He said it. He said it by Sigma. He said it. I'm back with Warrior Priest. I just wanted to play Warrior Priest a little. I haven't played this build in particular. I think in a little bit. I mean, it's one of my favorite builds. It's on Warrior Priest. It's the same build that I use on the bot. It's
unreliable, all of them.
Let's just check something real quick. Okay, yeah, okay. But I think I may have changed out the damage reduction versus chaos to damage reduction versus Skaven. I think that's the only thing I did differently. Is it? No, I also got Comet's GIF. So I got a few things that are different. But I think it's just those two things. Otherwise, it's mostly the same. The Great Hammer and the Flail and Shield here, of course.
But why build it here? Now.
Very strong combination of weapons.
Sabotaging the bombs, the important
I think I got damage versus chaos on the hammer still, but you know, whatever.
I'm not gonna lie, that's more than I expected. It matters not.
Look
Sigma commands it be
Look
destroyed.
at him.
Well, we're not short of water. An idea emerges. Yes, by Sigma, a cleansing deluge.
What were you guys thinking? What were you thinking? What's that one voice line that that Soul Spider has? I think it's when he uses his ult as Witch Hunter Captain. I forget what it says exactly. It's like something about their existence. Being heretical and you know, their sentence is death. I always like to check up here on this little wall right here. There's usually an item. I'm not gonna. Alright, Dwarf, you keep getting hooked. This isn't the game for that kind of stuff. That assassin's going to kill Kruber, probably. Yep. Hope you understand what we just sacrificed for you, Dwarf. Better give me those ales. So this map really sucks for the spawn points. I really wish they would like revisit the way the spawns work in this map. I wish they would be a little bit more forgiving. I mean, the map is already kind of wonky as hell. Yeah, you see, it's just spawn points all the hell the way back over there, and I'm actually about to go all the way over there to go get him. And meanwhile, the wizard is suffering here. I'm gonna walk away and hope she doesn't explode to chip some damage on her from the Gatling gunner. And I think the I've expressed before that I actually really like this map, but I wasn't surprised to see a lot of mixed reaction to it. I had a feeling that a lot of people weren't going to like this map. What the hell are you? Where are you jumping to? Did he really just use his jump to like navigate the map? That's crazy. Advance on you with the shield from Fury. Do another shield just to get you. That's how you do it. Sometimes there's items up here. For anybody who doesn't know, this is also where one of the tombs are. It's right down there. But yeah, the respawn here is so out of the way. It's I wish they would just make a respawn point that was just a little closer, you know. I'm tricking my ale. You maybe drop it. No. Pick it back up. Like maybe instead of being on that side. I mean, and that's the only spawn point down here, right? Like when you're on this bottom spot and you're still, you know, doing these first 4 objectives where you cut the power, that's like the only place that anybody can spawn in like this whole bottom area. This bottom area is massive though, you know? It's just like, I wish if you haven't done this first objective yet, that they spawn somewhere around this objective instead. It just makes more sense, you know? Doesn't it? Like a respawn point, like right here, like right where that storm vermin's standing. Like that would be a really good spawn point, you know? If you haven't completed this first objective yet, right? And if you have, then I would reckon, you know, once these other 3 objectives come up, I would argue a better spawn point would still be just on the other side. I'll kind of point one out when I walk past it. And, you know, feel free to disagree with me, of course. Tells me where another tome is, if nobody knew that. It's right there in the cage.
Listen, assassin! Rattling gun, move! Yeah, that rattling's done for.
Where am I going? I'm going past the first objective here. But like I would argue, like as you move past this first objective, I would say a better spawn point instead of where, you know, Kruber spawned here in this game. I would say like by this big wheel right here is a better spawn point. By the big wheel right there. Just somewhere like in this area, because it's kind of like in the center of all the other 3 objectives here. So I would just argue it's just a better spawn point, just anywhere over on this side, basically, you know, just anywhere over here, because it's pretty in the center too. Whereas, you know, that other only spawn point is like all the way off to the side in an area where you're never gonna go over there unless you're going for the Grim and the Tome that's on that side, which, you know, not everybody's gonna do with this map, especially because of how out of the way they are. Because there's no objective over there to them, it's you're literally only going over there to get the books. So a lot of people don't really want to waste time going over there. So I would argue like right around here, like literally right under this doom wheel, like right here. This is a good spawn point, right? This is a good respawn point for anybody that needs to respawn, for any downed allies. You know, it's on the way to the second, to, you know, to the, I'm gonna call this one the second and that one over there the third. So it's like, you know, it's on the way to the second and third objectives.
There! Plague monks! No subtlety will serve here. Destroy them to might! Let's get to it.
Or the third and fourth objectives, you know. Technically, I guess, for cutting the power. And then this fucking thing, this fucking 5,000 health turbine. I think one of the specials there. Yeah, look at them. They're all dropping. Some of them are dropping. Oh, some of them are actually walking out of the muck. That's new. Usually, whenever they touch that muck, they just instantly die. Couple of heals back there.
Patience! Empty the warrant! Kill the no first!
You got a heal, Dwarf? Great if you healed.
A healing trap right here!
Well, I already have a healing growl, and then as I'm walking away, he's gonna heal. Fucking Kruber ends up healing. Why did Kruber heal? When the dwarf has so much less health.
Oh, there's no stopping a dwarf, is there? This is how a dwarf kills. When wholesome strike and
into the muck with you.
Here, put your ears on that. I reckon it's a fire rat. Warrior rat.
Into the muck with you. I hear them back there. You hear them? They're back there, but they're so stuck. I wonder when they're gonna fix that.
Storm vermin.
Leave the black rat to me.
Yeah, the map has a lot of problems with it still.
This will do our humors good.
Still not dead? Kill him. There you go. And of course, there's this downtime.
That's flame. They bring warp fire to the battle. Yeah. Dead flame spouter. Plague monks, slay the rat heretics.
They should. I really feel like they should change like the wave timer, like the horde timer for this mission specifically. I feel like you should be on set by hordes, like no less than 90% of the time during the mission. I would even argue, like on Cataclysm, there should always be a horde of Skaven slaves running at you. Right, like this is it's a freaking Skaven warren. Like they're all built up and stuff down here. Like there should literally be hundreds of thousands of Skaven slaves down here. You know. And even like a rat ogre. Like after you do like one of the objectives here, a rat ogre should spawn. Like you know how like when you hit the. I think when you do like, or you know how like when I was hitting the turbine, I can't talk right now. When I was hitting the turbine over there, all those specials were starting to spawn in. I feel like instead of all those specials spawning in, a rat ogre should spawn in, right? Like there's all these dead rat ogres all over the map. You know, technically, the rat ogres are like the workhorse for the Skaven. So there should be one somewhere here, you know? But you don't fight one, you know? You only fight the Gnawtooth's pet, which is a special rat ogre, right? But there should be a bunch of regular rat ogres all over the place. You know, where are they? Where are they, I say?
That sounds like a backstabber.
I forgot about this ale.
You stay down.
I forgot he drops the ale. In case you didn't know, I failed the time challenge. I hope that Gallon Gunner isn't going to mess with them too much.
Is it me, or is the water still rising? We cannot stand it! No! Keep going, Racky, you might hit something.
You guys got him? Are we good? Whenever I come up to this area, I always like to go to the back here. So some people like to race to the bomb up top. There's no point in doing that. You know, going up there and fighting up there doesn't make the objective move any faster, I don't think. I think it's just a fixed timer that you have to wait before it kind of opens the main path up. So when you fight back here, I feel like it's a lot safer. Now this is the only other spawn point in this area. And if anybody happens to go down, you know, they spawn back right here. Of course, it brings all the elites and all the specials back here. It just makes them a little easier to cleave through. We've got this, you know, this big wall here that you can hide behind from the specials, so it kind of forces them to get close to you, so you can deal with them a lot easier. I just think that the fighting back here is just a lot better. There's always the ammo box that spawns there. So if you're a range-dependent class, you can replenish your ammo. And I never see anybody come back here to fight. Everybody rushes up top. All the time. It's a real shame. Such is the experience of getting to learn and play a new map. Wow, they are in crazy spots at the moment. I don't know if I can get them to... I mean, they obviously have to be the one to shoot them. There you go. That's a crazy spot. I don't think they're going to shoot him. That's alright. The objective should be opening up here soon, so we'll just proceed to that. At least they fixed this little spot here, right? There was a little jump here where you can kind of fall through, which was rather annoying. And yeah, like all these spawns are fixed, you know. So once it dies down, you can just, you know, walk up here unimpeded. So also there's some items that spawn in here sometimes.
Blackhouse never here.
Storm vermin.
Of course, that Gatling gunner is still behind me.
Do you hear? I've got
Thank you. That Skaven laugh.
What's going on now?
Won't be good, darlings.
Alright, here we go. This is going to be quite the fight. I really don't want to take charge of the Rat Ogre dance here unless I'm on my own side. Of course, if you try to do a Rat Ogre dance on the same side as the bots, they have a lot of difficulty doing the dance. It's better for them to kind of do the dance on their own side than to move to the tune of your rhythm.
One more blow, Barnett.
Always something in store.
And of course, once he goes into that rage state, he is CC immune. I believe he also has, I want to say 50% damage reduction, but I'm not entirely sure. It feels like it could be 50. And I think when he gets to about a quarter health here, I think a wave spawns in, along with some specials. In fact, I'm just going to eat this overhead. There you go. I should have healed from that. I don't know. You know what? It's... Shield of Faith has been acting a little weird on the... I noticed that in another game. Where when Shield of Faith activates her Fury, it seems like it completely negates the damage rather than actually applying the damage to my health bar first. It applies it after Shield of Faith activates. And if you notice, I'm using Boon of Shalia, so when I took that overhead from him, I should have healed, you know, more HP than I had in that very moment, but I didn't. You know, as such, you see, I healed more than what I took damage of. That's what it should have been. So I don't really know what that's all about. I could have swore it never used to work like that. So I don't know if that's a new bug they just introduced or something with a recent patch or not. Like I said, I don't really remember it working like that. So, but there it is.
We shall prove him wrong.
Yes, this isn't over.
Another mission in the bag. Despite being a roided up rat ogre, he is still just a rat ogre. It also, you know, helps the fact that they don't really spawn a whole lot other than just the rat ogre in there. So, I'm gonna give Kruber a celebratory heal.
Many thanks, sir.
Many thanks. And we'll give a cheers.
Any news from Athelith?
Don't worry.
And yes, another one in the bag for Warrior Priest. Yeah, I think it's a fun map. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. A lot of little things that I feel like they could change about it. But if you got any opinionated comments that you want to share with me, feel free to share in the comments below. I always read all those. Give the video a like if you liked it. Not a really long video, I don't think. Devious Delvings is a pretty short map, though I did kind of prolong it, what with going for Kruber at the beginning there, and you know, a few other things where I was kind of dilly-dallying, but you know, whatever. Help short mission out a little bit. In any case, I appreciate you watching, as always. And I'll see you in the next CataTide. GG.